Now your ABC7 First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
Temperatures continue to rise here on the Sun Coast. 86 degrees the air temperature. Dew point still high, 74 degrees. That's summer-like humidity, and it's going to stay there probably through Sunday. Then we'll start to bring down the humidity a little bit and take a bit to maybe more seasonable levels. It's still not going to be a cool blast of north wind that we're going to feel, but at least we'll get down to seasonable levels. A lot of sunshine out there, but a little bit of fair weather cloudiness as well. The heat index at 94 will be pretty close to the century mark again today. East-southeast wind comes in at about 10. As we head through the afternoon, we'll probably get up to about 92 degrees for a daytime high. Still very warm, well above average, but at least we'll factor in a slight chance at a shower, kind of like we did yesterday. So some folks will get some benefit in the form of a quick passing shower, but not expecting much in the way of rainfall totals. And most of us are not going to see anything, just like we saw yesterday. As we head into the evening hours, temperatures fall into the 80s, and then overnight we'll probably be in the 70s. Across the region, well, there's just not a whole lot to show you here. Our radar not picking up anything over land. To the north of us, we do have a few scattered showers off the coast. That's part of the frontal boundary, and radar picking that up. The frontal boundary kind of extends from the coastline all the way back along the coast and then dips down into areas of the Texas coastline. The winds coming up over top of that frontal boundary, producing some rain showers once again today. Now, the rain not quite as heavy as it has been in past days in West Texas, but still more rainfall over areas that really don't need it. We'll see those rain showers start to die down a little bit as we head over the next several days. Rain showers down to the south. We'll watch this area pretty carefully down here west of Texas. There are some indications in some longer-term models that maybe by next week we might see a little bit of development in the form of a low-pressure area and a cold front that could produce some storminess in the deep south and for Florida as well. That'd be some much-needed rainfall, and it could actually aid in drawing down some cooler air next week. We'll see how it plays out. There's the low-pressure area, the frontal boundary, rather, that stretches across North Florida right now, triggering off those few showers that we just saw in the Atlantic coastline. Back to the west, it stalls out, and what we'll notice today is that the stalled frontal boundary will start to grow and extend across North Florida as this frontal boundary, the cold front, loses steam. And so it never really brings us any cooler air, maybe a little bit more cloud cover, maybe a few more showers in North Florida today and tomorrow, but just not a lot of cold air for us, not with this front anyway. So we stay on the warm side of average by about 5 to 7 degrees. We have mostly dry skies, though a few more clouds around, and we'll wait for the next series of fronts, which will be approaching. The first one on Sunday. That one could actually bring us some slightly cooler, little bit less humid air that'll drop us down into the mid-80s instead of the low 90s, which frankly I think will be a delightful change. I think a lot of us will notice that too. There's certainly some cold air across the country. We have some fairly chilly air up in the northern tier, Great Lakes stretching back into down East Maine. We've got some 40s for daytime highs, and some of that colder air will be sinking southward with time. As it does that, that's what's going to drop our temperatures on Sunday just a little bit. The thunderstorm outlook is really focused on the state of Florida today, mostly I would say to the north and down to the south. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot over our area. Again, we're looking at maybe just a passing shower. If we're lucky, we'll get a little bit of a stronger updraft that'll produce some moderate rain in an isolated location somewhere on the west coast, but not going to be all that much. Forecast for boating, nice. You have a northeast wind shifting to the east at about 10 knots. Pretty consistent throughout the afternoon, so be good boating weather. Kind of dependable winds for you folks who are sailors. 10% chance of rainfall today. That's it, 92 the temperature. And then over the next several days, we'll kind of dry out a little bit. On Sunday, we'll watch that next front move through. It'll cool us off a little bit for Monday, and Sunday and Monday, actually, into the mid-80s. And then that low-pressure area may develop, bringing us a chance of rainfall Tuesday into Wednesday and maybe some colder air thereafter. Scott?